49ers franchise mode. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'm going to make this quick here. This is a 2025 season, 49ers franchise mode, and I'm about to fix my depth chart so you can see the players that I have. This is based on the roster that was updated on Madden 26 just a couple of days ago. Today is Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. It's currently 9:12 a.m. Pacific time. So let's look at the depth chart. Okay, so we're going to have, well, first of all, let me look at the injury. Let's look at the injury report so you can see the players that are hurt. Trent Taylor's out for the season. It's already a given. George Kittle will be out for the next couple of weeks. He's on IR, short-term IR. Jacob Cowing, he's also on short-term IR. And then you have Curtis Rourke, the quarterback that they drafted in the 2025 draft. He's out for the year. And I know it says 0 weeks, but we're going to probably put him out for the rest of the season. Malik Mustafa, hopefully he comes back to later in the season. Demarcus Robinson, it says foot fracture, but he is suspended. So right now what I'm thinking about doing is George Kittle, Jacob Cowing, Malik Mustafa, well, not Malik Mustafa, at least not yet, Demarcus Robinson, Kevin Givens, and that will be it. Those guys will be back by week 5 against the Rams. And then Rourke is going to be out for the year. Trent Taylor's out for the year. And then Patrick Taylor, the running back, he's out for the year. And then Brandon Ayuk, I would like to bring him back by week 8. So that's pretty much as realistic as I can get here in this franchise. All right, so that's it. So let's look at the depth chart. And of course, let's look at the quarterback position. Brock Purdy is the starting quarterback. Mac Jones will be the backup quarterback. I do not have a third stringer on the QB position, so that's going to be a little risky considering Brock Purdy, he gets hurt, so we'll see. And then Christian McCaffrey is the running back, and then the starting running back, Brian Robinson Jr., our newest addition, he's the second back. And I'm going to put Jordan James over Isaac Arendo. And Jordan James did not play much in preseason. He was injured. But Arendo too. But Arendo's stock has dropped. And not only that, but I also have Isaac Arendo returning kickoffs with Sky Moore. And a little bit more about that later on. But I'm going to put Jordan James as the third back and Isaac Arendo as the fourth back. And then Kyle Juszczyk is, of course, the only fullback. Now, this is a wide receiver room now that is going to change over time because, of course, you have Brandon Ayuk who's injured, and then you have Demarcus Robinson who's serving that suspension. So they will be back. So there's going to be some moving pieces here. So whoever steps up big time is going to stay, on top of this depth chart. If not, then it looks like they're going to be probably pushed out. But right now, as my starting running wide receiver number 1 actually will be Ricky Pearsall, who had a successful training camp. He was the most consistent wide receiver. And then you have Jennings. Yes, he did get injured a couple of times during preseason. He was holding out, but he still is my wide receiver number 2 here. And then the newest addition to the 49ers, Kendrick Bourne. He knows the Niners system very well. I'm going to put him as a wide receiver number 3. And then from there, I have Jordan Watkins, who had a great training camp until he got hurt. He's going to be my wide receiver number 4. And then Valdez Scantling will be my 5, and Sky Moore will be number 6. Now, Sky Moore, Well, I mean, we'll talk about him right now. He's going to be my kickoff returner, at least my primary one. My tight ends, Luke Farrell and Jake Tunges. Now, I would put Tunges on top of Farrell. He made that winning touchdown, but realistically, right against the Seahawks, I'm going to put him first. For my left tackle, Trent Williams and Burford. Right, so Williams is number one, Burford is number two. Ben Barsh and Colby. I'm going to put Connor Colby first. Right, he had a great camp. So I think I should go with Colby. He's a rookie, right? Yes, he is. Okay. All right. Now with center, Jake Brendel, and then Matt Hennessy will be the second center. So center number one will be Jake Brendel, and Matt Hennessy will be center two. Right guard one, Dominic Puny, and then Drew Moss will be the right guard number two. Look for Puny's stock to rise big time. Colton McKivitz will be right tackle number one. Right tackle number two will be Austin Pleasance. And then this is where it gets interesting. The left guard will be, the starting left guard will be Nick Bosa. And left guard number two, not left guard, I'm sorry, left end will be Nick Bosa. Left end number two will be Yetur Gross Matos. And then the right guard, the right end, oh man, I'm messing up here, will be Michael Williams. And then right end number two will be Bryce Huff. And there's a third right end, okay, and Okayunanu, if I mispronounce his name, my bad. Okay, the defensive line, I'm going to put Alfred Collins first. Then I'm going to put Jordan Jefferson. And then I'm going to put C.J. West over Jordan Elliott. And then I'm going to put Khalil Davis at number 5. Now, this is not a very deep defensive line, but let's see how it goes. I think Alfred Collins and it's going to step up big time. And then I'm going to put in here, I don't have a Sam here, as you can see. So I'm going to go to free agency and get Sam. Or let me look at the practice squad. I don't think I have a Sam. Let's see. No Sam. Okay. So let me look at the free agency here. And look here. Let's see. Now, there is no Sam on free agency. So what I'm going to do here is go back to my roster and then look at my mics first. And then I'm going to put in Gifford as a Sam. Okay. So since I have 3 middle linebackers, I don't think 3 middle linebackers or 3 mics are sufficient here. I don't think this is a good idea to have 3 mics. So I have 1 Sam. Now that's the risk that I'm willing to take here because again, there's no Sams on free agency. So Gifford is going to play that position by himself, and that is that's one of my weakest positions on defense, along with the defensive line. And of course, I have Nick Martin playing Will, then D. Winters. Now here's what I'm gonna actually do now. Okay, now I'm gonna put Nick Martin as the only Will, and I'm gonna put D. Winters as my Sam. But not only that, I am going to be put Winters as my Sam number 1. So let me go back to the depth chart here. And then, wait here. So for my Will here, yes, I'm going to put Winters as, actually Will here. Yeah. Oh, Okay, that's good. You're confusing. My apologies here. For Sam, okay, so for my Sam here, I'm going to put the Winters. And then Gifford will be Sam 2. Then, of course, Fred Warner and Bethune are there. Good, okay. And then now here's where I'm going to put Nick Martin. He's the only wheel on this defense. So my linebackers are a little, they're not that good. They're developing. So, and they're fairly young too. Yeah. I mean, except of course for Fred Warner. All right, for the cornerbacks, yes, the Amador Lenore will be the cornerback, the starting CB. And then I have Bernardo Green as my number 2. Good. Uptown Stout, number 3. Luther, Lucas will be the rest of them. So there you go. I mean, this one is pretty much set. Free safeties, Jason Pinnock and Saron Neal will be the free safeties. The strong safety will be Jair Brown and Marquis Sigel. My kickers, Eddie Pinheiro. We brought him, from free agency. And then my punter will be Thomas Morstead, the veteran. And then John Weeks is a long snapper. And the kickoff returner here. Now, Sky Moore is rated way too low for a kickoff returner. But I'm going to put him as number 1 and then Garendo number 2. And my punt returner will be Sky Moore. All right. And then my my kicker, who's going to be kicking off, will be Eddie Pinheiro. It's not going to be Morstead. And then the third running back will be Christian McCaffrey, or let's see here. I want to keep McCaffrey here. Actually, no. I want to split the carries because we have 4 backs, right? We don't want to wear down Christian McCaffrey because we are playing with the wear and tear future here on Madden 26. So, with that being said, I want, let's see. I would like Brian Robinson to be that third down back. And keep in mind, he's the lowest rated third down back from our running backs for some reason. Okay, and then McCaffrey is the GAD here. Brian Robinson will be also playing power back. So I like that. Okay, so, I mean, let's see what happens with the guys. The slot receiver will be Kendrick Bourne. I like Kendrick Bourne here, so because I like Jennings and Pierce to be 1 and 2. Kendrick Bourne will be the number 3. And Bourne is a very good slot receiver. I mean, I know 77 doesn't indicate that much, but that will pretty much be it. All right. And then the other guys, of course, I'm not going to put much emphasis on these other minor positions. And there you go. All right. So that will be it for my depth chart. Okay. And just to give you just a feeling on my league settings. Okay, here you go. I'm going to scroll down through it. Okay, 15-minute quarters, 13 minutes, on 13 seconds on the minimum play clock time for the accelerated clock. Okay, I'm also doing the offensive play cooldown for 10 and then play limit 20 for both offense and defense. And then the other ones are a little bit by default here. I'm progressing players automatically, and then the ability for weekly recap will be off. And then tutorial pop will actually, yes. I'm going to put this on here. Don't know pretty much what that means, at least not yet. Injuries will be on. The wear and tear will be on too. So that means that the perception fatigue is off. And then what I'm doing here is I'm putting unlimited on free agent negotiations, so I can sign as many free agents as I want for stage 1, 2, and 3. And then I have the minimum roster size. It's all default here. And to fill in the roster, I have it off. So I'm going to take control of the roster instead of the CPU. All right. So there you go. And then, for the team schemes, okay, I am, let's see. I think the West Coast zone run is the way to go here. Yes. So that's going to be my scheme. And then for defense, like the base 4-3. Okay, so and there you go. All right, so that's going to be how the 49ers are going to start playing here before we move on against the Seattle Seahawks in Week 1. All right, so thank you so much for joining me again. I'm recruiting 10 Madden gamers who are diehard 49er fans who would like to, just be part of, just this interactive, unique thing that I'm trying to invent here. So thanks for you so much, and I'll see you soon.